Hey friends, this is Kathy and you're watching Kathy at Home, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you don't mind, please subscribe if you haven't already done so, because that really helps my channel out a lot. And if you like this video, press the little thumbs up for like, and will also help my channel out a lot. So today I have got some thrift flips that I did, and I also have a special surprise of something that I redid. So I was using some Heirloom Traditions paint, which I totally love. They don't pay me, but I love their paint. And I did 2 thrift flips with that paint. And then I did a little redecorating in my kitchen. So I hope you stick around, watch till the end if you don't mind. And here we go. We are going to be doing a little painting today. So I have got this Goodwill find, really heavy, I guess it's iron candlestick. It's a big one. And we are going to clean it first with the Heirloom Traditions all-in-one paint surface prep. We're going to do that first. And then we're going to try out the color Iron Gate. Let's see if I can get this top off. It's sort of a really dark charcoal color. So we're going to try that on it and see how that looks. This paint is amazing if you have never used it before. I did all my bathroom cabinets. I did all my kitchen cabinets. I did my dining room table and chairs with this paint, and it is really worn nicely. On a project like this, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I think it's gonna look really good on it. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the surface prep, which is like a cleaner. And I'm just gonna use a little foam brush to kind of work this in. And it gets any dirt, grime, dust. Already, you know, there was a little bit of sticky stuff on here. It's already come off. Just me applying a little bit to the top. Okay. And I can't say enough about Heirloom Traditions paint. I love it. If you have any paint projects, I highly recommend it. They have a store in Kentucky that you can go to. Super cute. I think it's a brand new one that they've just now opened. Just in this little town in Kentucky. And but they also, you can just order this online. Amazon does carry some, but you're going to get a much better selection and probably some better discounts if you go through the Heirloom Traditions paint website. So, and I am not being paid by the company to brag on them. It really is amazing paint. And you don't have to sand. Once you use this little cleaner preparation stuff, you're supposed to rough the surface up a little bit, which we'll do, and then wipe it off, and then you are ready to paint. You do not have to sand. You don't have to take anything else off once you've cleaned it. I've done my doors, my outside on my front door and my side door. And what this cleaner does, surface prep, is it just gets rid of all the yucky stuff that could prevent the paint from really sticking to the surface well. And on a project like this, it's not going to be quite as big a deal as it is if you were, say for instance, doing a piece of furniture, or if you were doing your cabinets. But I am loving my cabinets since I did them. It's been almost a year now, and it was so worth the process. And you know, I just did them a little bit at a time. And I didn't rush through it, and that's really the best. But you know, I'm no artist, I'm no painter, and they turned out great. I'll have to give you a look at them at the end of this video so you can see everything that I've done with this amazing paint. Okay, so we've applied the surface prep. Now we are gonna rough it up a little bit. Get a little scrubby. And I just use one of these little scrubby things. And you just give it a good wipe down. And that'll take care of any other little yucky stuff that's on your project. I did my daughter's front door when I went to visit her, and it turned out great. And she has an older home, and there was, you know, some imperfections on that front door. It looks beautiful now, just absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be a little awkward because I've got a lot of angles here. Turn it around. And it looks like somebody had already painted this with some kind of, I don't know, maybe a spray paint. Looks like it had been spray painted. But it did have a lot of dust on it. I did clean the dust off of it, but this will get anything else that's sticking to the surface. So get it cleaned off. So you'll have a nice surface for the paint to stick on. Super easy process. And if you see, that's what we're doing. We're getting all the yucky stuff off. I probably should have gone to get some gloves on when I paint this, but we'll see if I can be careful enough where I don't make a mess. I have gotten this all over me, and you don't want to get it on your clothes. It will come off of your hands, but it can it can take a little scrubbing. So gloves would be good. And I have some somewhere, but where I put them, I don't know. I haven't had any projects that I use this paint on since about this time last year. So I have to get all my stuff organized. Okay, now the final step is, I'm just gonna use a paper towel since this is a small project, but you would take like an old rag and just wipe it down. And you're gonna be, you know, pretty vigorous with it. Get it nice and clean. There is no smell, so you don't have to take it out in the garage or outside, which is nice because, I mean, it's still winter. And I can easily use this paint and this surface prep cleaner without worrying about it knocking me out. Okay, we're getting close here. Almost ready to paint. And I don't know if you can see the dirt on this paper, oops, on this paper towel. All right, I'm gonna clean up a few of the little drips that I've got here right in front of me, and I'll be back and we'll do some painting. And what's important when you're getting ready to use this paint is that you stir it really, really well. And so I'm gonna give it a little stir here and get that going. And I mean, you need to really stir it good and get all the stuff in it mixed up. It'll look like it doesn't need stirring, but stir it anyway. And stir it some more. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this in a paper bowl. And try not to get it all over me. Wipe that off a little bit so the top doesn't stick. Because I hate that when the top sticks and I can't get it open. All right, now this is better than a chalk paint. So don't just think that this is, sorry, I'm throwing my paper towel away. Don't think this is just like, you know, your typical chalk paint, because it's not. It is a completely different animal. I'm gonna try it with this roller and see how it does. Maybe a little tricky. And I think just for the sake of not boring you, I'm gonna put this on fast forward. Okay, so we have the first coat on, and the first coat is always called the ugly coat. And we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back and put another coat on it and see if that is gonna be enough. Usually, you know, 2 coats are usually plenty. And then we'll see how it looks. I'm excited. This is still not really good and dry, but here is the finished product. And I think it's gonna be really pretty. Whoops, see if where you can see it a little bit better. All right. We will take a picture of it when it gets really dry and it won't be quite so shiny. So here is the finished product. I like it a lot better than I did when it was white. And of course I've got some other black candlesticks up there. So I am loving it. Heirloom Traditions paint is really good, y'all. Also painted this little stool. This stool was red and I got it at Goodwill several months ago, and I thought, you know, that would be nice to either put a plant on or use as a riser or maybe put it on the porch. So we're gonna let this black paint dry and see what it looks like. Maybe even a stencil on the top might be cute, I don't know. Here is the stool all finished, and I've just got it in my grandson's room. I'll show y'all. So cute in here. I might use it for something else, but for right now, we'll just leave it in here. I think that turned out really nice. I'll get a little closer, you can see. Nice. Much better than the funky red that it was. I bought this sifter at Goodwill and I made a little planner out of it. I think it turned out real cute. So I asked in a short this morning what was your advice as far as my kitchen table? And I was thinking about painting it a charcoal black color, but then I got to looking at it. I cleaned it and I painted it the same color as the bottom of my table and the same as my chairs, which is called Manor House, and it's an Heirloom Traditions paint. I think it's going to be really pretty. I think it's really going to look nice. I don't know, that dark on the top of the table, it was just getting on my nerves, and it wasn't what I wanted. So anyway, so take a look at how it's still in progress. So take a look at what we've got so far, and then I will post once it dries and I'm completely finished with it and I put some decor back on it, then I will put a little picture in or a little video for you guys to see my finished product. And then in the comments, if you don't mind, please let me know what you think. Did I do the right thing? I hope you're doing great. And here we go. So I did a thing. I had this painted Mediterranean. Of course, the bottom was Manor House, and I'm talking Heirloom Traditions paint here. I think I'm gonna let this dry really good, and then I've got to go, in between the sections, finish painting that, and give it another coat. And I think it's gonna be pretty. I was thinking about doing it in the black, but then I had, I think, enough of this paint. I hope I have enough of it. So I'll let you see this a little later on once I get it completely done. Here is the finished product on the table transformation. Sorry, we've got a lot of shadows and light because we got morning sunshine streaming in the window. But I'm not going to put anything on the table yet. I want it to really get nice and dry, and it takes 30 days for this to completely cure, so that you've got a real hard finish. So you got to kind of be gentle with it at first, but I really like it. I think it really classed it up. Very happy with that. Tell me what you think, you guys. Do you like it? That's all for today, everybody. So I hope you're doing great, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.